Welcome everyone. Here we are again on our weekly journey all together. Thank you again for sparing the time and your energy and the great willingness to be a part of this. And I'm just waiting for some people. This was a people, more people. Okay, so the ones that are just joining, I bid you welcome and thank you for joining us on this journey as we go to other parts of the unseen world where we can share some energy to help bring them all back to balance so everything may function as it is meant to, even us. So we'll give it another few seconds, few minutes. If you could just, as you know, the usual ritual at the beginning, if you could just, if you could just, we got an echo. That's right. If you could just take the first 3 nice deep breaths, nice and slowly. You don't have to hurry. You're not gasping. Just take your time, nice and comfortable. And then, as you become aware of the breath coming into your system and down through the torso, down to the pit of your stomach, just be aware of a beautiful feeling that's coming down with it. A feeling of peace, of calmness, perhaps even solitude, whichever suits you, whichever is your favorite, the one you get the most relaxation from. And now you can see and begin to feel that breath leaving you as you exhale. And as you exhale, you become aware of some sort of almost like patches of blackness, almost like soot maybe, that is coming out in that breath of yours. And what that represents is any sort of negativity you have or you've experienced, any stress, any sort of unpleasant encounters with people. Just know that negativity is now leaving you. You don't have to carry that anymore. And as you begin to notice the difference, take your second deep breath. Nice and slowly. And again, be aware of as you inhale this beautiful breath, you begin to realize that it is not just breath, it is an energy all of its own. And you realize that it is the healing energy that you are beginning to bring down into yourself, for yourself. So just take a moment here with this second lot of energy inside you now. Just stop and look at yourself without really seeing any areas of your body, mental or physical and emotional, any parts of your body where you're where you are experiencing any form of discomfort. and focus that blue energy to that place or those places. As I say, whether it's a physical thing or an emotional upset you've had with someone, people. And just be aware of that blue healing mist now, going round and round inside you, from the top of your head, way down into your feet, into the toes, and even down further into the floor perhaps. And now I'd like you to take the third breath and make sure that's nice and deep and slow. And yet again, you take notice of the pleasantness that this third breath is bringing into you. This third lot of healing energy is now inside your body with the other two, and all of them are working as one. And as you continue to breathe normally now, you notice that every in-breath you take now is of healing energy. And equally, every breath you exhale still carries some of the blackness, some of that negativity that has been with you all day, perhaps all week. But it is time now to let it go and to see it leaving your body, just as perhaps just a small puff of soot or a blackness. And it leaves you, you begin to feel better, more at peace with yourself. And your whole body begins to relax, just to sink back in the chair or on the floor, wherever you may be. And while we are seated like that, just begin to feel this blue energy leaving you. There is plenty more coming after it, so do not worry. You can see it leaving you through all the pores of your body. And as you watch it, when it reaches ground level, it continues over the land, continues to cover the land in all directions. And anything that may stop it soon gets surrounded and encompassed by this blue healing mist. And you may even come across other groups at this time doing almost the same thing or the same purpose. And as this healing energy spreads out beyond us, way more than we can see with our naked eye. And we notice that there is a beautiful serenity, a lovely peace follows the blue healing light. And it goes beyond our vision, beyond our hearing, but yet somehow we can see it. And we see it when it reaches hospitals or clinics, anywhere that is just exclusively used for healing people. And we notice that the light, the healing energy is very intense in these establishments, even if it is a tent somewhere in the desert or in a dusty, demolished street. We send the healing energy to all of those people that are concerned with this makeshift, make-do, or very elaborate hospital. Then the blue energy is for the carers, the administrators, the people who are there to be cared for. And as we move on, leaving the healing energy there, we bid them farewell. And just know that you have helped all of them on their journey. We don't say where the journey ends, they know that. And we can make their journey to that destination a little bit easier, calmer, not only for them, but the family and the kin who are associated with all of those people. And still you can see the blue light coming out, just covering the planet like a deep, thick blue layer of mist, any blue colour that covers our planet. And in doing so, it is spreading healing energy to anyone, anything that chooses to be a part of it. And remember, we are inviting them. We are not ordering them. We are just asking if they want to join. Perhaps to make their world a little easier, or other people around them. And know that you bring joy with you within that blue light. And I'd like you now just to look all around you. And notice that the mist is still there, but you have vision beyond it. When you see beyond the world of mankind, you may have a glance at the world of the animals that share our planet, or we share their planet. Which is it? I don't know. When we think of everybody's pets, got dogs, birds, cats, whatever they may be. And we direct the healing energy to these animals and the people that love them and look after them. But we also give healing light to the animals that are badly treated, to perform for us for a few pennies. With our pictures of full-grown bears with chains and ropes and wires through their bodies and everything to make sure they do what they're told when they're told. Animals that are kept in cages all their lives. We ask that the blue healing light be there for those, just to make their lot a bit easier. And also for the people that do this to these creatures. We just hope they see the error of their way and cease doing so. And then we go further to the wild animals living in the farms, farmyards, in the trees. anywhere you can think of, and anywhere, everywhere that is. But they also accept the blue healing energy. It brings some joy to their lives, and perhaps even an easier way of life for them, as they continue to do what they came to do, with fewer interruptions by mankind. And we can go further now. Let's take a dive into the ocean. It sounds strange, but you don't need oxygen for this dive. And you won't get that terrible affliction called the bends as we come up. So now we're ready. Let's all jump into the rivers, the oceans, the lakes, whatever you can see. Just see us diving in. And as we do so, be aware of all the wildlife, all the coral, the creatures, the seaweeds, and everything that lives amongst them and on them. That the blue healing energy touches them and all the others that we see as we journey down deep to where humans have hardly trod. And we realize as we go down to the deepest depths, down to 3-4 kilometers deep, we become aware of all the rubbish and the garbage that is settled on the seabed. And what is worse is we recognize it as being plastic. I believe it's called microplastic now because it's broken down to such fine fiber that you can hardly see it. And then at some point we realize that the fish are eating it. Therefore, we must be eating it when we eat the fish. So how about we put the thought out that the plastic in the ocean gradually stops getting more and bigger, so that perhaps mankind can control it a bit more. We're not here necessarily to save everything, but just to gradually change people's minds. To let the fish and the other creatures survive on natural produce. And as we now start our journey back up to the surface of the ocean, we can see that some of the plastic is gradually disappearing. It's just being broken down so tiny that nothing will eat it because they can't see it. And eventually the tides and the currents will take it away. And the natural process will begin destroying it. And as we get further top now, getting real close to the surface, we can see the sunlight. And we can see the spot where we jumped into the ocean. If you went down from jumping off a boat or standing by the ocean's edge, just take a few moments to look around you and to realize what amazingly beautiful planet we live on. And just take a minute to enjoy the beauty and also the number of life streams that our planet supports. The people, the animals, the birds, the fish, even the trees and the grasses to provide food. The planet provides all of that. And so for these last few moments, just continue sending the healing light to the planet and everything on it, above it, and in it that call it home. But in these last few moments, just visualize what you saw last week, what we did last week with the world leaders, with the talking stick and sharing ideas. Just let them see the planet in all its beauty, and let them be aware of what could be lost forever. And so now, let's just allow your awareness to return to your body. in the chair or carpet, wherever you're sitting or comfortable. Just become aware of your awareness beginning to come back into your physical body. And as you do, please just bang your feet on the floor or rub them on the floor just to get the energy flowing back to make sure you are grounded. And as you stand up, if you feel you need to steady yourself by holding a chair back, then that's fine. But please don't leave until you are steady on your feet and well aware of what's going on outside the door. So I thank you all for being part of this, for your commitment, half an hour a week, where we radiate the energy out to whoever, whatever, wherever needs it. So I thank you all for being a part of it, and I hope you get a sense of satisfaction, achievement, or just a feeling of joy. As long as you enjoyed doing it, that's okay. Then I just drop a quick word in right at the very beginning. If you hear a funny noise, like a voice over the top of it, don't worry, that was some interference from somewhere that got in and suddenly got out. So don't worry, everything came out good. So all you people, thank you so much for being here. It's time. I'm going to have a cup of tea. I've had one sitting beside me for nearly an hour, and I don't like cold tea, so I'll have a new one. All right, so thank you all. I'm going to have a look at all these comments and that people have made, and I thank you greatly for them. And our website is getting closer, and my thanks to all those involved in it. Big thanks. Okay, I'm dribbling now, waffling on. Okay, guys and gals, enjoy the rest of. I will meet you, see you, hear you this time next week. Okay, do take care. Have fun. Bye for now.